What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Kayak Angler Junkies 101. I know we're not in the kayaks again today. We're at the pond where the only thing we're getting bit by is the mosquitoes, and the only thing we're going to catch is the cold. I'm going to try to show you one of my favorite rigs, which, funny enough, it's called the Texas rig. It is it's my go-to. It is what I use. I always have it on at least one of my poles, sometimes two of them. A lot of people do it a different way. I'm going to show you the way I do it, and hopefully it'll help you. Now, I know everybody does everything differently, and that's fine, because the only thing that matters is that you're getting fish out of the water and into your boat or on land. That's all that matters. So what I'm going to show you today is, this is 12-pound fluorocarbon. It's Googan line. It's just 12-pound test. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to take your line, and I usually use like you can use a 1/4 ounce. I use a 3/16 ounce. I'll throw that on, and you can use, I mean, they have I can't think of the name. Tungsten. They have tungsten weights. I don't have any of those right now. I did, and I burned them all up. Now, when you go for your hook, I prefer, depending on what I'm putting on, if I'm gonna just use a plastic worm, something like this, if I'm gonna do that, I'm just gonna put on like a 3/0 worm hook. But usually I think this is a 3 or 4. It's a EWG, which means extra wide gap. I like these a lot more. I don't really know why. I think it's just because the gap that you have between the worm or your whatever bait you're putting on. But anyway, so this is the knot I use, and I use this on a lot of things. I know everybody has their different knots and their different way of doing things, and that's fine. But if I can help somebody, what you're going to want to do is, once you put it through, make sure this loop right here, that loop stays there. You're going to want to go around this. I usually go a little, everybody says 5 or 6 times. I usually go until it's nice, tight, and secure, and then I'll take it down. You come through that loop, and then once you go through that loop, you pinch it, grab the top of it, come back around through that loop, and then I'll usually take my teeth. It'll look kind of like that. Then you'll pull it down. You'll keep pulling it down until it gets to that eyelet and it's nice and tight. You'll pull it tight, get this tight, and it should look a little something like that before you cut the extra. Now, you can run this on fluorocarbon, monofilament, braid, whatever you want. Everybody has their different, what they want to run, what pole, what reel. This is a Googan rod. It's the Gold Series. It's a 7.5 foot rod. I have a Abu Garcia reel on. It's a 711, which is basically what all my reels are. I have a couple in the 6s, but so then what you're going to want to do is, these are just some basically extra worms that I have. The best, these are just, you can get these at Walmart for $1.25. I've never really used them. I just grab them because they're cheap, and if I'm fishing just a random pond, then I'll just use my cheap baits instead of my good ones. So what you're going to do is, this kind of pinches off down at the end of it. You can see how it's a little wider up here. You're going to go through the head of this. You're going to pinch it, go up just about that far, about not even a 1/4 inch really into the worm, and then you're going to come out. You're going to go up here. You're going to cover that eyelet with the head of the worm, okay? And then the idea of the Texas rig is for that to be as straight on there as possible. So you're going to want to come up, pinch it behind where it bends at, pinch it right there, and then that's where you want to come in at. And then when you come in, it should be straight like that. I mean, that's not very straight, but it's okay for a demonstration. So you can run it just like this, because when the fish bite down, when they bite down, that hook is going to go in. But if you're fishing a pond like we are today that has a lot of cover, you can take this, pinch it up, and go back into the hook so it makes it weedless. And that's pretty much the Texas rig. I mean, there's not much more to it. It's one of the most simple rigs there is, and it catches a lot of fish. I mean, I'd say probably 85% of the fish I've caught have been on a Texas rig. So I just wanted to show you guys this rig that I use pretty much on a daily basis, and I hope I helped somebody out. And thank you for your support. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, and have a good day. Thank you. And there's you another nice crappie. Some pretty nice crappie out here. Good job. My fiance got one before I did. Good job, baby.